Hello, welcome. This is blockchainbloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinke, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about the news about the new COVID-19 vaccine is out, and this actually pushed the stock market upward, but because of this, Bitcoin dumped a little bit. Let's talk about that. The second news will be that the UK Treasury drafting private stablecoin regulations. So the regulations are coming in the UK. And the third news will be that another hedge fund investor, his name is Stanley Druckenmiller, and he actually praised Bitcoin, this time in CNBC. So another name who's saying good things about Bitcoin in public and who is an investor, a hedge fund investor. These names are just, just growing and more people supporting nowadays Bitcoin. So all this in today's video. And if you would like to stay up to date in blockchain and cryptocurrency, then you should definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel, because we keep you up to date because we put videos on YouTube every weekday. So from Monday to Friday, you're getting the freshest blockchain and cryptocurrency news. You can just simply hit the subscribe button, next to it the notification bell, so you get the videos as soon as they are on YouTube. And you can educate yourself with us. Also, we have a totally free course, how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The link is under this video, but we have other courses as well, understanding Bitcoin and blockchain. You can find it again here under this video, the link, or simply here on our website. We have our courses. And now let's move on to the market, where we can see that Bitcoin is still a little bit down, 1.33% in minus in the last 24 hours. At the present, $15,254. Ethereum went down also slightly, 1%, right now at $446. When we're looking at the winners, we have Civic at the top with 85% in the top 100. Then we have Golem with 28% and Euro Finance 20%. We have some losers: Hedge Trade minus 11%, Energy Web Token minus 5%, Bitcoin Cash minus 5%. Yeah, not big losers, definitely not that big. The only thing what we can see that Bitcoin, was recently going up and up and up and up, and now it's actually staying above 15,000, which is great, but it came back a little bit. And let's talk about the reason. And as we can see here in this article, the headline is Bitcoin dumps on news of successful COVID-19 vaccine trials. And yes, so pretty much this is what happened. Interestingly, the stock market became very excited and it started to pump. And we have talked about it that nowadays it looks like that Bitcoin is decoupling from the stock market, and recently when the stock market went down, Bitcoin went up in the last couple of weeks. However, what we can see now, Bitcoin is going down while stock market is going now up. But it would be great actually now that because of this all good news, Bitcoin will continue. There are many scenarios. It also can happen that investors know that they're more sure about stock market and how it performs. It has a much longer history to this news. So actually, they moved funds to the stock market and not in Bitcoin. This could be, but I think, in my opinion, hardcore Bitcoiners anyway stay in Bitcoin in long term. Now, people usually hodling Bitcoin. And it's not only Bitcoin, but also gold was dumping. This is usually like when stock goes up, then many cases gold comes down and vice versa. This is a kind of trend. You can see here, yeah. So this was the promising looking vaccine. But to be honest with you, it's not out yet. Nothing like that. It's just like, as you can see, that early data shows that vaccine is more than 90% effective. This is actually a great number. 90% is not bad, definitely. And of course, many companies this is what the whole world is working on, come out with the best vaccine, and many of them are in phase 3. So getting close to maybe sooner or later getting launched, but this is a very critical phase where they actually really have to test these vaccines. And interestingly, those ones who did the best in S&P 500 were the airline stocks. You can see that they went up between 40 and 20%, so really, really well. It was a nice takeoff by the airline stocks. So this is now the case. How Bitcoin will perform now, we will see. It could happen, obviously, that it will be now rejected and goes a bit down. But if it's not happening soon, that actually can continue upward. Now, the stock market was the player who actually was leading in gains. Okay. Let's move on to the second news. And this is UK Treasury drafting private stablecoin regulations and researching CBDC with BOE. So basically, this is actually a good news because if they taking this serious, stablecoins and crypto and all these things, they're thinking in a way that they should put it in their financial system and not looking at it as an alien or something they have to avoid, but they have to work with. And Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, said that we are starting a new chapter in the history of financial service and renewing UK's position as the world preeminent financial center. New technologies such as stablecoins, privately issued digital currencies could transform the way people store and exchange their money, making payment cheaper and faster. So they see the future definitely in this. And draft offers little in terms of concrete regulatory frameworks, so not very exact one yet, but mentions that the incoming draft guidelines will obligate stablecoin issuers to comply with the minimum standards placed open traditional payment entities in the country. So of course they have to also meet the minimum circumstances in the regulations. And he also said that we will publish a consultation to ensure new privately issued currencies, stablecoins, meet the high standards we expect of other payment methods. So just like others, these should also meet these high standards. And the Bank of England and the Treasury are considering if central banks can issue their own digital currency as a complement to cash. So of course, at the beginning, it would be definitely cash will be available. There will be the new digital currency, but what the future will tell that can actually cash survive for long. All these central bank digital currencies will take over that position in the whole world, because this is now where the world is working on now. You know, many countries, definitely China is the leading one in it, coming out with the digital yuan. But some countries are more behind, some of them a bit undecided. But even the EU, and now you can see the UK, they're actually working on that issue. So central bank digital currencies, sooner or later it looks like coming. And, you know, the regulations by stablecoins would be also very important, because it would protect you as well in a way that they have a proof that there is something behind the stablecoin, and they just cannot, you know, just disappear and audit. They really need that. Okay, and the third news, it's about the billionaire hedge fund investor whose name is Stanley Druckenmiller. And he actually said a couple of great things about Bitcoin in an interview in CNBC. And he also said that though he said its gold position is many, many more times larger than his Bitcoin allocation. Druckenmiller predicts his Bitcoin would outperform gold. So obviously he puts money in gold because this is kind of safe asset people looking at. He's definitely kind of shorting dollar because believes dollar value, the US dollar value will go down. But even that he has a smaller position in Bitcoin, he believes that Bitcoin will outperform. And he also said that, frankly, if the gold bet works, the Bitcoin bet will probably work better because it's thinner, more illiquid, and has a lot more beta to it. Of course, gold is very mature. It's out for a while. People believe in it. You don't have to introduce it. However, Bitcoin, it's a kind of in an early stage. Not that early as it was, 5 years ago, for example. But definitely, it's not totally obvious for the majority of the people in the world. And first, of course, what we can see now, the big investors, more and more of them, getting interested in Bitcoin. We can see now the banks, we can see hedge funds managers, and so on and so forth. So more and more people, but not actually the public yet. When you checking that in Google search, you write in Bitcoin, you can see in Google Trends that actually the search result is not too high. So right now, that price where we are right now at 15,000 something is because more insiders who are more interested in finance and investment are focusing on Bitcoin. But there will be a stage when actually it's very popular again and it's in the news, then more people will FOMO in. And here on Twitter by Pomp, you can see that how in the world could you be bearish on Bitcoin right now? And he puts the names, those names who actually well known in the investor world, just like mentioned Stanley Druckenmiller right now, or we have Paul Tudor Jones, or here we have from Square and Twitter Jack Dorsey and some others. And this list is actually growing week by week, day by day. And this is actually good for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general, because now more and more people stay behind it, more and more people promoting it. It could be celebrities, legendary investors, and so on and so forth, banks, companies. It will definitely help. Okay, so that's it for today. If you like the content, then smash the like button. I highly appreciate it. And if you would like to stay up to date and get these kind of news every weekday about blockchain and cryptocurrency, the only thing you have to do to subscribe to this YouTube channel, blockchainbloom, and hit the notification bell so you get these videos as soon as they out, because it's very important that you get the news on time. And of course, tomorrow I'm coming back with another video with the freshest blockchain and cryptocurrency news. So guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.